I see no scum.
You fought admirably.
We'll need explosives.
Nothing's getting through that door.
Ventilation tunnels?
Checking. One floor down.
Let's go.
There was a word written in blood on Nozick's Thunderhawk. Imura. Do not speak it, brother. The words of the archenemy hold dangerous power. One should not dismiss any data that may be relevant.
Have you ever faced the archenemy, Sergeant?
Regrettably, I have not.
Then I suggest you listen to your brother.
If the archenemy is involved, might we not encounter them here?
I hope we do. I wish to have words with those traitors.
My blood rages at the thought of them.
They'll be counting on your hatred. Be sure they don't use it against you. Down here!
The Adeptus Mechanicus put up a fight here.
Those vile creatures taint every crevice.
How far to the cogitator?
With no direct route. It'll take longer than I'd like.
Why don't they attack?
They're plotting something.
What plotting could these insects be capable of?
These are mere drones.
Then what guides them?
A worthy adversary.
Tyranid filth.
They are a plague, staining the world with their very presence.
Very good.
Our path is through this locked door.
Look for a nearby access terminal.
The machine spirit is being disconnected. Resetting now.
What happened?
Power's down. Must be the reset.
Listen.
They're in the woods.
Ready your bolters. They're coming. Watch your back. Special tactics ready. Push the Emperor's wrath! Power's back. Proceed through the door.
Through the floor.
To the objective. Observe this location.
need to go up. Almost there. Through the main hub, then we're at the databanks.
Expect heavy resistance.
They wish to interfere with our objective.
Our objective is of no concern to them. Their only wish is to kill us. Found a stim.
A Primarch! A Carnifex! What's up, practical?
Do not get caught when it charges at you.
Come and meet your end, wild beast!
I am coming. Toppled the giant.
I am in your tent. Readiness restored. I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport.
It was outnumbered. I once faced a Carnifex alone, but nothing but a bolt pistol. That was sport.
Well, I am glad to share in the glory of this kill. This facility is in shambles.
Let us hope the data center is intact. Can we access Luz's tracker data from another system?
Apparently not. It's this or nothing.
I found ammunition.
Research could justify such a waste of human life.
It does not surprise me. The Adeptus Mechanicus so willingly make monsters of themselves.
Another one dead.
Door function inoperable. Adjust pathing.
seen us. They have us boxed in.
A mistake they will soon regret.
Deploy special tactics. Please have a letter.
Access restored. Corridor cleared for transit. Advanced by the Omnissiah's will.
This is great. The core of the reactor. There is so much beauty in its instability. Only keep the world from enjoying their beauty.
Captain, permission to speak.
What plagues your mind, Corporal?
Captain, intelligence reports that the Tyranids are on their way.
Roll up units in key corridors. Let's get them closer.
But
Do it, Corporal. Do not question my authority. Their authority.
No sign of the archenemy.
Maybe they've been and gone.
Maybe they're not involved after all.
Stick to what you know, brother.
I'm merely observing the data, as I am taught to do by the Codex Astartes. A Volkite reactor, still running.
Let's hope the machine spirit has it under control. A meltdown will be catastrophic.
We'll disable it once we have the data.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
Enter your command.
Locate Marius Luz.
Access denied. Access rights granted. Establishing locus. Alarax. The city. Temple of Fascian.
Vitals are elevated.
I'll box for a Thunderhawk.
Wait. Open file Project Aurora.
Register intention requisition.
Open the file. Open file reconstruction.
Brother, those are classified. They are throwing themselves into the reactor. We must shut it down before they destabilize it further.
Machine spirit, power down the reactor.
Non-compliance. Remote circuits are fused. Manual override required.
Explain.
Emergency disengagement mechanisms are located on the reactor platform.
Clear a path to those controls.
that reactor! A fine gift from the forge.
Reactor remains unstable. Disengage additional pylons.
Move to the next console. Make haste.
Ready to deploy special tactics.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
How many pylons remain engaged?
One Volkite pylon maintains the reactor.
Disengaging.
Unable to comply. Temperatures have fused remote circuits. Manual intervention required.
Rome, damn it! They're making another push! Intercept! Let them feel the wrath of the Ultramarines!
Warfare fully optimal.
The beast craves death, brothers.
We shall oblige!
Special tactics ready. So and so. Lead us, Psycho bird. Reloading.
Reactor approaching critical failure. Meltdown imminent. Disengage remaining pylon to complete shutdown sequence.
Activate those controls, now!
Volkite pylon jettisoned. Reaction has entered entropic decay.
That was the last of them.
Backup generators are powered out. No essential systems returning to hibernation.
No sign of Tyranids.
The smell of burnt ichor is enough.
We have what we came for. Move to the extraction zone.
Lieutenant, what did you see in those Mechanicus files?
A record of extreme foolishness.
Explain.
You may direct that request to our captain.
Give me a tactical overlay of the city.
Captain!
A minute.
The Adeptus Mechanicus must be stopped.
What?
If they trigger the weapon, the results could be catastrophic.
And what makes you suddenly an expert in Mechanicus research?
They're using an artifact to power the weapon. I've seen it before, on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of Nemroth called it a fragment of the Dark God's power. It almost destroyed the planet.
Graia. Titus, the Mechanicus are acting on orders approved by the Primarch. And here are you, talking of Graia, of all places.
Damn it, Captain. If Chaos is here, if they get their hands on this thing...
Enough! I will hear no more on the subject. Now, did you get a location for Luz?
Aye, sir.
Then get down there and find him!
Damn them. After everything that happened.
Brother, do not keep us in the dark.
It is not your concern.
You criticize the captain for withholding intelligence, and yet you treat us to the same evasive obscurity.
Stray words have cost me dearly.
So you do not trust us?
Brothers, calm yourselves, lest you face the chaplain's censure.
Look! I hope they survived.
Inclusions. Analysis suggests flat material. 5mm over the length of the well. Greatest point of porosity is 997 micrometers.
That is well below tolerances. Check your thresholds. You're way overdue.
Time to go. I will not concede another loss to our enemy.
Brother, you seem troubled.
I tire of reckless fools.
I hope you do not mean us.
Not unless you worship the Omnissiah.
Ah, then I share your distaste.
The little wretches have been found crawling through water pipes, sewage, ventilation. They are everywhere.
We should bring 100 floors of stone down on their heads.
The temple is located inside the domed section of the city. We'll have to land outside and make our approach.
Lance of Jove, report.
Minor damage. Tech team is inbound.
Can we depend on you for extraction?
Yes, Lord. We will be there.
Very good, brother. The Emperor protects. Make haste. We have considerable ground to cover.
What was that?
Looks like a Neurothrope, placed on Overwatch inside that building. Terminates!
Let us spin their numbers.
I have. A tricky adversary. They will not get past us. Clear the area.
For the Emperor!
Is that you?
Chiron! Bless the Emperor. It's good to see you.
Where's your squad?
Gone. Neurothrope tore them to pieces.
We need to get across the bridge.
Lieutenant, nothing gets across with that beast up there.
What are we up against?
It has its rear covered and we do not have the manpower to break through. The Cadians are holding the bridge, at great cost.
Set up assault positions by the bridge. We'll deal with the Neurothrope.
Very well.
We will avenge them, brother.
Watch yourself.
Ready. What's our theoretical?
A direct assault on the rear guard.
That's it.
Down to our ability, brother.
defending a stronghold from an Orcason. Cut the bastard's arm off and beat him to death with it.
Let us honor him by avenging him. his men. Incoming!
I must be more vigilant.
Brother, what happened on Graya?
Nothing good.
Can you be specific?
I would sooner focus on the mission at hand.
You are withholding information relevant to the mission at hand.
Mind yourself, Sergeant.
Your behavior has been erratic. You force your way into classified files. You tell us nothing.
Gatrio.
We deserve to know who is leading us.
This conversation is over. A fine gift from the Forge. Deal with them!
Switching magazine!
Morellis, ready your men.
You broke through.
We're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Good. Make it suffer.
Concentrate fire on the Neurothrope. Morellis, this is Titus. Your men are cleared to take the bridge.
By the Primarch! I had little faith I would hear from you again. Will you be joining the assault? Our path leads to the dome. Travel well, brothers.
Lance of Jove, we are heading for the bridge. Status level.
Damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed.
Acadians are driving the Tyranids back. The Tyranids cowards brought a fair fight.
Vile creatures.
No time to lose. We must keep moving.
Stragglers.
Let none escape. Position.
We're still a long way from the dome.
And we must hurry.
Need a ride, brothers?
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Acadians had the bridge under control. Thought you could use an extra hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on. The temple is this way. Lieutenant, the Acadians are requesting support.
Go. Thank you, brother.
Ultramarines!
Have the enemy infiltrated the dome?
No, my lord.
What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairburn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire...
I gave you an order.
Forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
No. We have our orders.
Boggs your captain. If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
Captain Fairburn, come in. Captain Fairburn, come in.
Ambush!
Creatures of the thousand suns! You will pay for what you've done!
pretense. Let us punish their treachery.
Space and time!
Do not fall prey to their trickery. Tied us to Captain Akaran.
Akaran here.
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
You're certain?
No doubt. Heretic Astartes and their minions.
Throne, damn it! Do you have Luz?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry! What are we waiting for?
Found ammunition.
Munitions secured.
position! We will cover! Tyra! He is in a rage! He's risking the entire mission! He is trapped over there! There are force fields covering the exits! They see it well.
No victory for you here, demon.
By heretic sorcery. The altar! It bears the mark of the archenemy. Destroy it! Destroy that vile structure! Artifact destroyed! Look! The force fields are collapsing! Chiron! Move through the exit!
Brother! By the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself! I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet!
Reloading weapon!
This will serve me well.
Protect our brother!
Back to the war with you.
Heretic cowards! I will end you all!
Retreat!
He's injured, damn it! Cover him!
No traitors remain. Get to Chiron, now!
Sergeant, check the perimeter.
Yes, brother.
Explain yourself.
Need I justify my hatred?
You need justify your recklessness.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you will throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty!
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
Lieutenant, you should see this.
Some kind of shield.
The altars. Same ones we encountered earlier. They must generate the shield.
Destroy them. Then purge these abominations from the face of this world.
It seems the traitors' motives are unmasked.
Seems.
You doubt they wish to stop a war?
You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as
They
it
cried out my
seems.
name, but I stayed hidden. My position, my rank, my life is worth more than theirs. I am of the Adeptus Administratum. I am of the Departmentum Exector. I pay the war. I am instrumental. I pass on the tides. I open the purse that keeps our defense guns charged. Oh, they told the cultists where I'm hiding.
Your treachery ends now.
Must be stopped.
Why? The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of Chaos origin.
Why wasn't it destroyed?
It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it.
And you're just gonna hand it over to loot? Let it continue!
These are my orders.
What are they doing?
It matters not. Kill them!
Let us tear off their limbs.
Kill those slaves of the False God and gain the notice of the changer of ways. Die for the true gods!
The coward witch vanished!
Another barrier. Sustained by that altar, no doubt.
Purge the heretics so we may destroy it!
Gladly.
Now the altar! The spell is broken. They are attempting to breach the doors.
That is no simple sorcery. Look how twisted the altar is grown. It seems alive.
If it lives, it lasts
Pain and death.
You can employ special tactics. the armor of your contempt and snuff it out.
Look! It shrinks from us!
Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us!
Show them the error of their ways.
More abominations that wish to die!
Reloading weapon. Hold this ground. The heresy is in my very eyes. Your worthless life is ended.
Danger awaits! Vengeance for Magnus and his chosen!
Words as hollow as your fallen brothers. The champion life will beat. Destroy the altar! Quickly, destroy it!
For Imura's amusement!
Restock before we move on.
Tear it down!
Their sorcery is undone.
Lieutenant Titus, the Lance of Jove, status report.
We are patched up along our way.
See you at the objective.
The Emperor protects.
Lance of Jove, stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors! Mori is loose.
I owe you my existence.
Come with us.
To where?
The battle barge.
Compliance, but I must speak with Archmagus Nozick at once.
He's dead.
Dead?
You are to replace him. lose.
Approaching battle barge, docking in 1 minute.
The power source. It's dangerous.
I have spent my life studying it. I assure you it's quite safe. In the right hands.
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Why must the Mechanicus meddle with the unknown?
We follow the will of the Omniscire.
Go ahead.
Titus, report to Captain Akaran immediately on arrival.
Confirmed.
Titus? A Captain Titus was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago. He died holding the power source in his hands. Not even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
More's loose. Come with me.
We must report to Captain Akaran.
Plug those Promethean links immediately.
Administering maintenance.
I will need a repair crew before my next flight.
Yes, Lord.
Take note of the battle damage to the engine seals. Armor plating in sections 28B and 40E is compromised. What was that between you and Luz?
Irrelevant.
I disagree.
That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help? You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
Make that a priority.
I'll make the necessary arrangements, my lord.
Every hive city on Avarax. We're already overstretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
Sir.
I know your concerns, Titus, but we may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
They'd scatter like rats.
A Hive Tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, there's no there.
Lieutenant Titus,
Receiving.
attend me on the crew deck.
Acknowledged.
Sensors are severely disrupted.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility.
I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal penance.
His brothers before himself. He once shielded me from a town ambush.
Titus, the captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Calgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge. I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time. If you cannot trust in the will of the Primarch, then you are unfit for this duty.
It seems I am not the only one on this ship with concerns about your intentions.
It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours.
Your erratic behavior is plain for all to see. And now, I find you have a history of it.
I am doing my duty, as I was then, protecting a system from ruin.
Thank you.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready. We are yours to command, Lieutenant.
The astropathic relay on Avarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a three-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
Approaching drop zone. Prepare for landing.
Lieutenant, it should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Talassa can handle it.
They have 3 men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
Delta Wing, box check.
Meridian here. Still on our gunship. Talassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain box reports. Damocles out. The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
Watch out for the arch enemy.
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
Blackout, Damocles.
Understood. Damocles out.
Chiron. If we encounter Chaos forces...
You need not concern yourself with me, Lieutenant.
Disappear like that again, and you'll be facing the Master of the Watch.
I understand. Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier?
It was not your business.
And now it is.
You have made it so. Through suspicion and intrigue.
Reloading weapon. This is more like it.
Open the gates!
They're jammed, my lord. Damage from the last attack.
This will serve me well.
Stand aside.
Seal the gates behind us.
Yes, my lord. Close.
Engage! Reloading! Everything! Not stop moving.
The spores collapsed the bridge. There's no way through.
I may have an alternate route.
Proceed.
Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
The path is clear. Acadians will make short work of them.
Indeed. Our brothers are getting hammered down there.
Delta Wing, we have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial.
It is not dead.
Enlighten us all, Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Our word is bond. This void-spawn behemoth has seen its last day. Lay waste to them, brothers.
Throwing frag grenade! Changing magazine! Tyranids take my sight! Zoan! Watch for the psychic fire! Psycho. Grabbing equipment. Restocking. The door is inoperative. Is there an alternate route?
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it.
Record.
We have power.
Clear evidence.
Open the door.
Crates found in Sector 55 of the Upper Hive contain 12 volumes of dubiously heretical works, also recovered. 14 Cantrail-type las rifles, 8 las pistols, various designs. The serial numbers are filed off. Heretical symbols are applied to the surface of the weapons. I am enclosing pings supporting the evidence. Evidence to be destroyed in accordance with invasion protocols. Traces of the cult indicate that it has long since taken root in the Hive. The mere thought that he has reached the highest levels turns my stomach. These officials, bureaucrats, and politicians are so mired in their intrigues that they warmed and nurtured the roots of heresy within their walls. Well, the fire of retribution is already consumed.
Elaborate.
The punishment of the Emperor is
legacy of
inevitable.
deception goes back 10,000 years. They are masters of it.
They are clearly here to stop Aurora.
I am not convinced. There is more to this, I am sure of it.
Their motives matter not. I will kill them just the same.
Kill them all. Ammunition depleted. Loading up. Found ammunition. Reload.
Mercy and corruption.
The Tyranids seek to consume that as well.
If they kill each other, all the better.
End of the hall.
Turn around and regroup with the main force.
Titus to Resilient. Requesting Gamma Pat and Hammerfall bunker on my location immediately.
You mean to jump?
Request confirmed. Stand by.
There's our entry.
That's quite a shot.
Damocles to Talassa. Report.
If Talassa fails to take out the High Tyrant, then our little excursion was all for naught. Remain with the main force.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage? Hey, Sergeant?
Our brothers are dying while we sneak around in the shadows.
If we fail to send this message, we face a massacre.
Lieutenant said it himself. There's deception at work.
Ultramarines!
Gadriel, you're not thinking straight!
Saying the same of you.
Damn it, you are an Ultramarine! Now act like one!
Yes.
Target destroyed. Reload! Well fought, Guardsman. Form a defensive line at that breach.
Yes, sir. Reinforce the breach.
Repositioning! Talassa, report.
The vile Xenos slinks.
Talassa, you cut out. Repeat. Talassa!
So of our 3 objectives, none have been achieved.
No going back now.
Packs are struggling with all this dust. Air intake is completely clogged. Aerial maneuvers no longer possible. The enemy have breached our lines. Talassa has failed.
Lieutenant, what are your orders? We fight!
Come on, Talassa.
Do not let them up!
Reload!
I am death, servant of the Emperor, and you will taste my wrath. left.
Tear them apart with your bare hands, brother! Reloading weapon!
Hive Tyrant was controlling these underlings via synaptic link. The turmoil you now see among the enemy can mean only one thing. The Hive Tyrant is dead.
Viridian here. If you can hear this, Damocles, we got the bastards.
Excellent work, brother. Any contact with Talassa?
Talassa to Damocles. The alien contaminates our world no longer.
Lieutenant Titus to relay. Area secure. Open the gates. Let's go. Ready to deploy special tactics.
War gear reset and ready.
I'm gonna need a supply.
Well fought, brothers. I will make sure the captain hears of your deeds.
I need no commendation.
Ha! Is that right?
Enough!
For the Emperor! Lieutenant, upon completion of this mission, I request transfer to another squad.
I will pass your request to the captain.
We march for Macron. For the Primarch. We march for Macron. For the Primarch. We march for Macron.
Is this the Xenos doing?
The Hive fleets cast a psychic shadow that tears at the minds of psychers.
Denying worlds and their path the chance to call for aid.
Let us hope we are not too late.
We march for Macron.
Ultramarines. That'll up the odds.
For the Primarch.
scars later.
Shouldn't be here.
I have a message from Marnius Calgar.
I cannot help you.
It's urgent.
In addition to the shadow cast in the warp by the Tyranids, demonic forces are now poised to attack anyone who opens their minds to the warp.
You would flee from your duty.
I would have you know.
Give me your message. Let us begin.
My lady, I must protest. The danger is too great.
Silence! There are no guarantees.
I do not know.
You wish to bring Golgai here that you may kill him! Heretic! Heretic! You will betray us, as you betrayed them on Graiad!
Lies.
Arrest him! He means to kill her!
Lieutenant! Gadriel, I am no heretic.
Is this the Power Stone by himself? He must be stopped! Kill the heretic! Kill him!
Enough!
Kill him!
What have you done?
How gracefully you dance! What sickly pleasure to bide beyond the immaterial! My thanks to thee, dear cousin. Titus, so long have I watched thee through a tattered yearning.
I assure you it will be brief.
Yes. Let us play the game a little longer. infinite wonder with you.
Titus.
Chaos forces have been detected entering the system. They are going after Aurora. We are leaving for Demerium immediately.
How did you know? I was a boy on Calf when the Word Bearers attacked. I came to know the mark of chaos.
We're returning to the battle barge. I understand your actions, but your suspicions end here. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Brothers, this is Aurora. Within the last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds and commandeered the facility.
Commandeered? Where is Luz?
Inside. They have the facility, Luz, and the power source.
Holy terror.
Perhaps you were right, Titus.
What's untheoretical?
We've diverted all available forces to Demerium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success, unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place. It's heavily guarded.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men. Next, the enemy seem to be drawing their power from this structure.
What is it?
We don't know. Every attempt to bring it down has failed. Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas?
I've read of Demerium. It's a burial world. 4,000 years ago, there was a clash between the Ultramarines and the Heretics. The Sword of Atreus, a battle barge wrecked in the fighting, was laid to rest.
Lieutenant Titus, see me on the crew deck at once.
As you wish, Chaplain.
Ensure brothers Chiron and Gadriel are in attendance.
Using an ancient battle barge as a battering ram. An unorthodox approach.
You disapprove?
On the contrary, it is inspired thinking.
I reluctantly second that.
Why reluctantly?
Because it will go to your head.
Titus, I am troubled by a report I have received from the Astro Telepathica. An accusation of heresy.
Her voice was puppeted by her.
The lieutenant will answer.
The Psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to incapacitate your lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor I failed.
And now, the only individual capable of reaching Lord Kelgar is dead. By your hands. I will be watching all of you. Should I suspect even a flicker of corruption, I will not hesitate as you did. You are dismissed.
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
Brothers, we have arrived at the burial. Board Thunderhawks immediately and prepare for assault.
Time to go.
The enemy have amassed the majority of their forces in the Numerelian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony, the likes of which they have not seen since the burning of Prospero. They will suffer!
Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
This before.
You mean drop through an active combat zone, dodging flak, enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down?
Exactly.
No. This will be a first.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action. But I am looking forward to it.
Holy terror! Auspex cannot keep up with all this debris. We must navigate by sight.
We will make it. Now focus.
Brother, be careful!
Bless you, Meridian. Clear a path. We shall make short work of these traitors. Quicker than they deserve.
Repositioning!
Heretics waiting in ambush.
Outmaneuver.
Engaging thrusters!
The heretics keep this barrier alive. It will die with them. Champion lies defeated. Enemy destroyed. Move quickly. Talassa are blind without our targeting signal.
That pillar of corruption perverts the land.
Talassa, we are on the ground and moving. Report status.
We're approaching the battle barge now.
You're ahead of us. Make contact once the Atreus is ready to launch.
It shall be done.
Foul sorcery.
No doubt.
With this, we shall defy death's grasp.
Moving!
Your treachery ends now.
Redeploying! Sorcerer! I shall end his accursed rituals.
Engaging thrusters! Your worthless life is ended.
Another altar of corruption.
Destroy it.
Yes, brother.
Altar destroyed.
Up there! The impact will destroy this whole area. Wait! It is slowing down. Heretic sorcery.
No doubt, but it will get us to our objective.
It is probably a trap.
Time is limited. We must take the risk. Move on to the cathedral.
Proceed with caution.
Talassa, we are almost there. What is your status?
The sleeping giant will soon awaken, brother.
Hold for our signal.
Brothers, are you hearing this? The box ghosting. Ignore it.
Blaster. Transmitting targeting signal now.
Your signal barely registers, but I read it.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
Dig in. If we are pushed back, the Atreus will miss its target.
We will not yield a single step.
They will not deprive us of seeing that monstrosity fall.
We will find no respite until that tower falls.
Come, you war-tainted bastards, and die!
Watch as your false idols come crumbling down!
The traitors fall from their bastion.
I spit in your Primarch wretched eye! Sword of Atreus primed and locked in!
Lock target now!
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Back to the warp view. Launch! I've lost the wrong signal. Interference. Could be. Come on, brother.
Listen. I hear engines. There. The Sword of Atreus lives up to its namesake.
That will buy us time, but we must move swiftly. While the enemy control Aurora, the odds are not in our favor.
Titus, we are detecting a massive energy surge from within the Aurora facility.
Lose.
He must be trying to use the device. Or someone else is.
Whatever it is unsanctioned by the Adeptus.
You snapped at the hair, cousins!
We will soon find you in the flesh.
And remove you from it.
You may keep it as a parting gift!
Tainting this sacred ground of heretic blood gives me no pleasure. Rest easy, brother. These souls have long since reached the portal. They seem determined to destroy Aurora. Is it possible the device might work? That it could weaken them? Perhaps they seek only the power source. Then why would they kill Nozick?
I do not know, nor do I wish to speculate. We are here to end this folly, and so we shall.
Show yourself, betrayer!
What is it, brother?
The artifact calls to you, Titus.
And I will destroy it.
To whom do you speak?
You do not hear him.
No.
Petty tricks.
Death to the false emperor! Death to his puppets!
We will not be disposed of so easily.
The great emperor has foreseen your doom! We have witnessed it.
This does not bode well. Proceed to the camp.
Completely ransacked. Wrong, take them all.
This is not the site of a Mechanicus macro weapon.
An excavation site.
Indeed. Our path leads down.
Chiron to Resilient. Entering Mechanicus dig site. Requesting relevant cartography. Restricted by order of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
This is Lieutenant Titus. Request authorized.
Denied. Aurora seal required.
Identify yourself.
This is infuriating.
More heretics.
We are on the right path.
Changing magazine! Munitions secured.
My own eyes to see.
Cannot be the last of them.
Just their rear guard, no doubt. Stay vigilant.
A fragment of the Dark God's power.
So said the traitor Nemuro.
Do you believe it?
He certainly did.
You said it was destroyed.
Apparently not well enough.
That damnable Archmagos.
If it truly is tainted with corruption, then we must destroy it permanently. Agreed.
Entering quarantine zone. Decontamination required. Initiate biological purgation within the chamber. Microbial index 1.2%. Initiating sterilization.
Barely a sign of life on this world.
It is a burial world, brother. Reserved for the dead.
Microbial index reduced to 0.01%. It is safe to proceed.
Safe. Interesting choice of words.
Pity this chamber cannot remove corruption.
That duty is ours.
Ancient ruins.
A cover for their research, perhaps.
The subject of it, more likely.
The figures in these carvings are unusual.
Ancient marks of the ruinous palace.
Etched by fools. Long before the Great Crusade illuminated this world.
These were not made by devotees of the war.
How do you know?
You may soon see for yourself.
The archenemy have penetrated deep into these caverns.
Perhaps all the way to the Aurora device. What interest could the Mars adepts have in old stone?
We know not what secrets this old stone holds.
I only ask that it holds our weight.
nothing of brotherhood.
Lieutenant.
More cheap tricks.
Ammunition secured.
Warfare reset to ready.
Your treachery ends now. End this desecration.
My own eyes deceive me.
Reloading weapon.
Suffer and death. There is no damnation dark enough for these traitors.
Have faith, brother. We will send them to one fitting.
Another false idol toppled. Immoral.
Boy, spare your ammunition for the real thing.
I tire of chasing this bastard's phantom. Why install Aurora deep within these ruins?
Perhaps it was already here.
How?
A relic
From the dark age of technology. This is heresy. They will no doubt invoke the Treaty of Mars. This damn quest for knowledge.
Munitions secured.
How deep do these tunnels go?
We shall see. Pull the elevator.
The rats emerge.
heretics hope to surround us.
They may hope.
The heresy is affecting my very eyes. A moment, brothers. The champion lies defeated. Reloading weapon. Restocking!
The elevator's almost here.
With enemy reinforcements and all specs.
Prepare a fitting welcome. Punch a hole in that terminal!
Auspex is clear.
Get on!
Replenishing equipment.
Recovering! Brace for what is to come.
Throne of Terror. What is this?
A tomb wall.
You have seen one before.
Only the mechanical horrors that spill forth from such a place.
The Martians have preserved everything.
This place should have been obliterated upon discovery.
Pay his squawking no heed, brothers.
We will not be distracted from our purpose.
The enemy is well ahead of us.
This trail will lead us to them.
The sorcerer will elude us no longer. Move on the obelisk. You waste your breath. Do not speak as if you know me. Your lies grow bolder by the moment.
Titus, do not engage with him.
What will you do with the artifact once you have it?
Crush it to dust.
If it has no effect on you, why not use it?
You dare suggest heresy, Sergeant?
I said nothing.
And I heard nothing.
That degenerate clouds our minds.
Forgive my error.
We will not let you down, brother. Have no doubt. Chaos abominations.
Think so little of Sanford, of myself, of the great siege. But we are all proof of a power greater than mankind. A true divinity. When we call out to our gods, they answer. When have you ever felt the light of your Emperor?
More minions.
All of this was just lying under our feet this whole time. And centuries longer still.
Eons, brother. If the archives are to be believed. And on more worlds than we shall ever wish to discover.
I pray everyone is unearthed and burned to cinders.
Were these things not destroyed?
Preserved for study.
Ekaterina,
The Martian priest goes too far.
9.9.I.999I. Messiah, what have I done? The sarcophagus cracked and a metallic imago hatched. Centipede-like, it skittered up the walls. I tried to seal it in the tomb enclosure, but I dare not go back to see if I was successful. It sparked in me a quaking terror. Whatever the powers the machine got me in such an entity form, I pray to never learn. I must keep moving. Analog backup log. Forget protocol. I ran the anomalous code and received the following integers. 01.23.11.11.05. This is some cruel joke. It is a simple cipher that spells awoke. I hear the skittering machine again, but when I look, I am not followed. No others advance to pass for my own skill. I am being chased. Whatever I look.
All with the Martian cult sanction, no doubt.
I do not think they were alone.
Do you not see the hypocrisy of Nicaea? You have felt the same betrayal as the thousand suns. They call us witch, heretic, for daring to wield the same power as your god, Emperor. To sacrifice thousands, share his touch of warmth, the altar of his golden throne. Not the first time he's turned his enemy with his and not the last.
shall follow it to its source.
Yes. Come, brother. I wait for you.
Let us sing of death, dear friend.
Aurora.
The traitors are taking a thrashing down there.
Let us add to it.
Cogitation looks accurate. The unguents have been thrice applied.
It is Luz. Blind to all but his work.
Thankfully, his diligence has not made him faster.
Luz!
Ah, Lieutenant Titus, praise the Omnisire. In just a few minutes, you will bear witness to...
You must stop this!
Sire, please. I know you have concerns, but look, this is merely a taste of what the device is capable of.
And I have seen the worst of what it can do!
My lord, you must trust me. This has been my quest for knowledge. My life's work.
Shut it down! Now!
My helmet will make short work of you. And the final test is the protection the little machine whisperer has. Sit, or I will flay your sanity with vision.
All power and blind rage. We will not be bested by this clumsy relic.
So long as it does not touch us.
Something is happening. That looks like a plasma charge.
A charge that size would liquefy ceramite.
Where is the power I was pledged?
Damned cur!
Enough of these childish games! Then let us put a stop to them once and for all!
Titus to Acheran. Do you read me?
Damn it. How could that fool Luz not have known?
He took the whisperings of that sorcerer to be his own inspiration.
Luz was merely a pawn.
They killed Nozick. Led us to believe they would do the same to Luz.
So we would deliver him precisely where they wanted him.
And that spectacle in the catacombs.
Deceit, to trick that puppet Luz into finishing the work.
This is worse than I could have imagined.
That pillar floods the land with corruption.
Titus to Acheran, come in!
Fox is useless.
We must find our brothers.
Cadians!
They are broken.
Is that monstrous obelisk? It screams a silent wail of corruption. Their human minds were not prepared for malign energies of this magnitude.
Few are.
I'm receiving a coded locator signal. Acheran's signature. Not far from here.
Can we trust it?
I believe so.
Mark it on Auspex.
Yes, brother.
9 years. 9 years. 9 years. I still have stones in my eyes. The sowing season has not turned. The ground is still cold.
Cut down those heretics!
Alien, are you of sound mind?
Yes, my lord! We are unbroken!
You honor your homeworld's memory, soldiers.
I am just as I am. I never get tired of it. I can't just the Emperor. Everyone fails. 9 years of failures. This is the last thing I will say. I've got to make my time.
Luz was so convinced Aurora would destroy the traitors. But instead it has empowered them. Tremendously so.
We need to clear that obstruction.
There must be a solution here.
That foul sorcerer took the power source.
Somewhere well defended, no doubt. That damned fool!
How does this compare to Brian?
Incalculably worse. A warp rift of such size will permit the darkest of horrors to pass through.
Brothers!
Titus!
Reloading weapon!
The champion lies defeated.
We thought your squad dead.
We were spared that fate.
The captain awaits you inside.
Courage and honor.
Courage, honor.
Brothers.
Be mindful of the casualties.
I have lost 1 platoon with 5 more at our strength. Our commissar cut down 2 dozen...
Titus, report! What in the name of Holy Terror do you call this?
We failed to stop Luz.
I can see that.
He was tainted. An unwitting puppet of the arch-enemy.
We are now facing a warp rift the size of a small cruiser. 3 volleys from the Resilient and not a scratch on that pillar. If it has a weakness, I need to know what it is.
It is powered by the artifact from Graia. If we can destroy that...
Where is it?
We do not know.
You call that a solution?
What is the alternative?
There is a field around the pillar, impenetrable to our ordnance. We have observed their forces passing through it on foot. We must get close enough to see if we can do the same. Proceed through those doors. We make our assault imminently. Our forces are divided in two. I will lead the main assault from the Temple of Aethel.
I sent 2 squads to move on the enemy's flank, but we've lost contact with them. They are carrying the company standard. If they have fallen,
we will retrieve it, Captain.
Ultramarines, ready!
What is the fate of those that turn from the light? And what will you cry as you tear into the trenches? Death, death, death! You
The front is beyond this bridge!
What is that thing? Look out!
Helldrake! Spread out! You will burn like your treacherous brethren on Nevengarth!
Another automaton!
That accursed obelisk grants the enemy unlimited maneuverability.
Have you considered Exterminatus?
This is a burial world, Titus. If we fail to defeat the enemy, then I will burn this place. But I would prefer to not disgrace these honored dead.
Can our scans locate the signature of the power source?
We are blinded by all the interference.
It is out there, at the heart of that profane madness.
Agreed. One way or another, we must reach that obelisk.
Then we shall.
War gear reset and ready.
The Emperor protects.
Good hunting, brother. Second company! Make ready!
So now come crashing through our defensive.
I cannot fathom that 10 of our brothers may have fallen. Along with the standard.
I dare not picture the company banners soiled by treacherous hands.
Ultramarines do not fall without a fight. They are alive. But they may be in need of support.
And we must move quickly.
Where is your false god's power now?
Brothers! Target the witch!
No victory. Reloading.
priests maintain these graves, even in the midst of this war.
Their devotion is commendable.
We must hurry. Our brothers pay in blood for every second we delay.
They should be on the other side of that door.
Brothers! Standard! It lies crumpled in the dirt like a rag!
Lieutenant, what are your orders?
We fight! Brothers, assemble around the standard! Victory or death!
Yes, brother. Victory or death!
The central obelisk appears to be the source of their power. It's protected by an energy field.
Give me a solution.
We've hit that shield with everything we've got. Nothing gets through.
My lord! There may be a way. In the catacombs, Lou said all it took was a transference of alignment. And then he inverted something. An object.
What of it?
It was identical to that obelisk.
You want to invert that?
Explain.
Your Aura device might have a weakness.
Might?
Captain Master, we cannot stay here.
Lieutenant, you stand by Sergeant Gadriel's assessment.
I do.
Captain Akaran, muster your company.
Aye, Chapter Master.
Brothers! The heretics clamor for a taste of victory! But we will defy them this day, as we have defied them for 10 millennia! We are the sons of Ultramar, servants to the Emperor and guardians of the Imperium. Let these wretches Feel the wrath of ancient vengeance!
My lord, our vanguard forces are through the field.
Hit them hard, Captain!
Yes, lord. All forces, fire at will!
By the Primarch!
Demon!
Greet it well!
Macias! Train all battle tank guns on that abomination!
Yes, my lord. Captain, form a defensive line here.
Company! Defensive line!
Brother Titus, you will have only moments to execute your plans. Move quickly.
This must be the control unit. Do you understand any of this?
No.
Lieutenant, do we have a solution or not?
Stand by. There.
That could kill you.
We're out of options. Brother! I'll live. My lord.
How many more?
3.
You have brothers in mind.
Viridian and Talassa. We will handle the last one.
I'll get them moving. Brief them over the Vox.
Yes, Captain. Viridian, Talassa, have you received new orders from Akaran?
We have, brother. Moving to Point Alpha now. Talassa en route to Point Beta.
You will need to rotate the small replica of the obelisk. But be warned, it will hurt.
Not as much as it will hurt the treacherous bastards out there. Pain deepens devotion. I will gladly volunteer.
Go well, brothers. Brothers!
Titus! Heretics are stealing from the Marine just now.
worthless life is empty.
That colossal demon hounds our forces.
What exactly are we doing with these obelisks? The Aurora device opens a rift to the Immaterium, a gateway. These smaller obelisks appear to be the keys to that gate.
We turn the keys and lock the gate.
Exactly.
Through this door, brothers. Go!
Your treachery will be punished.
Heretics! Cast them into the abyss!
Do not spare them your wrath.
Changing magazine!
See how it writhes in agony.
2 left. Tarasso, report.
This is Straben. It is done.
May the Emperor bless you,
Terminators!
I am but a lightning rod for his will.
Watch their fire! You will rejoin the main effort.
Drive the blade in deeper. Tarasso out.
Sergeant Ventia's assault squad!
Their close water skills are truly without match. I have a route. Marking it now.
This plan of yours may actually work, Gadriel.
An idea is worthless without those that execute it.
I think my hearing is damaged. That sounded like humility.
Desmos has a hold on the obelisk controls. Thrown looks like torture, but he is holding fast. The demon is further weakened.
Meridian, how is Decimus?
I have a murderous headache, but the sight of that beast reeling is a fine tonic.
It is indeed.
The permission to join the front lines.
Granted. My thanks, brothers.
Emperor be with you. Guardian out.
One more.
Do you hear that?
Where are the traitors?
They are everywhere.
Honored brother, join us, and you may sate your rage and aid our cause.
Lead me to the slaughter!
Onward!
Vile sons of Magus! Is he here?
He is not.
Bitch! Then my hatred must be directed at his minions!
chance. Go!
This one's my brother.
Yes,
Where is Lord Kalka?
It was a trap.
Perhaps. Is this... the Immaterium?
If it is, we must move quickly.
To where?
We must find Kalgar.
The dangerous will is inescapable. Even now we walk upon ancient paths, laid out for us first mortal true breath. Come to me, brothers, that you may fulfill your final duties. Lord Kalgar left you to rot in the Death Watch for a century, Brother Titus.
Coward! Cease cowering behind illusion!
This is my domain. You are here by my invitation. I am offering you a chance to kneel.
Our chapter, sir, shall use your skull as a piss pot!
The demon lord!
Tyron! Tyron! Tyron is missing!
His weak mind collapsed under my influence. I shall relish your agonies.
Go for the eye! All other attacks are useless! Ammunition depleted. Gadriel, where are you?
What have you done with Gadriel? Dances with my arms,
The demon roar! They are mere imitation.
More trickery!
Guard yourselves. Imura is weakening. That last fight will leave him really. Stay together. We must find a way out.
What is that? Some sort of energy. Which are the best? Watch your step.
Lord Calgar!
It could be another illusion. You shall find out.
No victory for you here. Lord Calgar!
My words to you on Talazar. Speak them!
My lord!
Speak them, or be slain for an impostor.
Rules should never make a prisoner of intelligence.
Titus, it is good to see you.
Their sorcerer's power wavers. He is vulnerable.
See how his domain weakens as he does. There is only one place left for him to hide.
Let us dig out the heretic.
Please. We have him! There! Within the energy stream!
He prepares for another attack!
It is the artifact. It must be. There is almost limitless power within that shard.
We must make haste, brothers.
Those Martian fools! They had perfection in their grasp, but squandered it in blind ignorance. It flows through me in ever-growing waves of revelation. Yes! Yes! Liberate me from this imperfect realm! Endow me with divine
Brother, it is over. You did it. Brother!
Rise, Titus. Your duty is not yet done.
For the Emperor! For the Emperor!
Lieutenant Demetrian Titus, your decisive actions have saved this system from ruin. And so it is with great pride that I now present you with an honor worthy of your deeds. The laurels of victory. Let every warrior of the Adeptus Astartes see that here stands the true measure of a son of Guilliman.
For the glory of Ultramar!
Courage and honor!
Company dismissed.
Forgive me, brother, that it took me so long to bring you home.
My lord, that is...
Fierce was my wrath when I learned of your detention. In their arrogant suspicion, the Inquisition failed to recognize the truth. That no evil will ever overcome a devotion such as yours.
Thank you, my lord.
There is a mission. It will take you away from the Second Company for a time.
As you command, Chapter Master.
The Brother Chaplain will brief you. It was he that suggested you for the task.
My lord.